Good. Welcome, everybody. This is our recording for, where is it? Where are we? Tuesday night. Tuesday night, the 8th of October. And we're very excited to have everybody here. And everybody that's here, it's important. So I'm just going to quickly tell you my story and how I got involved in Lifewave. I heard about Lifewave in the beginning of the year not from somebody, but I knew about somebody that I knew got involved in this, and it's somebody that I trusted, and I like her ethics, I like her integrity. But I looked at it and I thought, this is a lot of nonsense. This little patches and helping pain. And I stalked her on Facebook, and I saw a video that she made of her daughter getting some relief in her arm or something. And I thought, you just told your daughter what to do, and what to say. So I didn't believe in any of that. But I started hearing something about the amount of what she was earning, which at that stage was about double from what I was earning in my business that I was doing 8 years already. So, but you hear these things and it just sounds too good to be true. But then in March, I got COVID and I got very, very sick. And I was in bed for 4 weeks. And after 4 weeks, I could not get in front of my computer. I couldn't get to my desk. I couldn't work. And I work for myself. So, it's a scary place to be if you can't get better and you can't earn an income. And at that stage, I was so weak. I asked my husband to come walk with me because I never got out of the house in 4 weeks' time. And he walked with me, and 150 meters further, my chest was doing this. My heart was wanting to jump out of my chest and was out of breath. And it was a scary place to be. And my sister by then had started with Lifewave, and she sent me some patches, put the patches on me, not believing that it would do anything. I mean, this is COVID. And half an hour later, my eyes was just looking skew like that. I had to sleep. It was early in the morning. I couldn't stay awake. And when I woke up 2 hours later, there was nothing wrong with me. And of course, I didn't believe it. I mean, who believes something like that? But I just still took it calm because I was scared. I didn't want my heart to do this thing again. But 2 days later, I went walking on the farm, very mountainous on the farm, and I walked 1.5 kilometers without a problem. And 4 days later, I looked on my watch and I'd walked 9,000 steps. This was crazy. I couldn't believe it. And by then, I decided to do the business. I got some IceWave patches, the paint patches. I patched a few people, and it was crazy. The results, I've been very, very lucky. I've had lots of what we call one patch wonders, where people really get almost instantaneous results. And that just blew my mind. And I just knew this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I love this. And since then, it changed my whole life. It changed my business protocol. It changed everything, my finances. And I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. So, Kim, do you want to tell your story now, or would you like to tell it later on?
I'll tell it later when I present my part, but I'd like to introduce Michael. So it's Michael's business launch tonight, and we're very excited.
About that, yes.
So Michael, can you just tell us who you are and how did you come into Lifewave?
Wow. Well, I came in September thanks to Kim, because we met at Peppercorn, a networking group in the UK where I'm from now, and I was very impressed with her. We got on very well. She told me about Lifewave, and I was suffering from back pain and knee pain. The knee pain was from a ski injury about 30 years ago, and the surgeon, as he removed the cartilage, said, "Well, you'll never have the knee that God gave you." I thought, great. And he was right, because I couldn't put pressure on the knee, right knee when I was turning. But the back pain was worse. And I think it was called stenosis, but I've had operations, I've had steroid injections, pain tablets. None of them worked. So I thought, well, I'll try this one. And I did say to Kim that I'm not into the business until I know this works. But boy, when I delved into the business side, and you might be interested in this, Laz, I couldn't believe how well established it was. 20 years, American company. I've been in network marketing, same as Amanda has, for some time now. I've never seen a back office like that. And I thought, well, I'd be stupid not to get going with it. So then I've changed focus, and I'm taking my patches. You probably don't know about the patches yet, Laz, but I'm taking the patches every day. Slight improvement. They did say it could take up to 3 months, but I've got every faith in it. And boy, when it finally takes off and I'm a new man again, I'm going to explode. So that enough?
That's wonderful, Michael. That's so exciting. Oh, my word. That's so exciting to hear.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I love
Thank you,
seeing the
Michael.
hope and the excitement in people's lives. For me, I was really in getting to a hopeless situation, being very worried about my situation, working harder and harder and harder, doing everything I knew what I could do, personal development, everything, and not seeing the results. And suddenly this is just exploding because it's so exciting, and it's not new, but it's new in South Africa, relatively new in South Africa. And it's just amazing what happens and how people's faces change when you can help them. It's awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's go on to the presentation. I'm going to share the presentation, and then we'll give Kim a chance a little bit later on to tell her exciting story. So I'm just going to move things around a bit here. Slides show. And thank you for your patience with me. From the beginning. There we are. Let's move this up. Okay, cool. So we usually start by asking, have you been patched yet? And some people have been patched quite a while. Others have just started, and others like Laz have never been patched, don't really even know maybe what it's about. But no problem. This is why we are here today, and to just tell the stories. I just want to get this. Okay, let's go. Right. So we always start by talking about David Schmidt, who is the CEO and the inventor of Lifewave. He stopped counting at 150 patents that he got. It seems like he started as a young boy, just inventing things, and always he's got this huge mind, always wanting to know what to do and how to change things. And so he's a scientist and inventor. He's got quite a few degrees, and he specializes in age reversal. So we'll talk about it later on exactly what that means. But in 2008, David started focusing his research on stem cells, because that was the big buzzword. That is what everybody started.
Is Amanda frozen? Michael, you there?
Yes. What's happened?
I think Amanda's frozen.
Yes.
Yeah, see, just, yeah.
Why don't you carry on, Kim?
The problem is I can't, she's got access to the PowerPoint presentation.
Oh. Well, you could talk it through.
She's gone off. Let me see, guys. Just give me a minute. I might be out. If she made me co-host, I can share. I can do the presentation. Just give me 1 minute. Laz, just bear with us. This normally never happens. It's the strangest thing, huh? How these things happen.
Oh, she's back.
Is she back?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. I went onto another internet. Let's go back. I don't know up to where did you started talking. I saw nobody was reacting. So
you want David Schmidt. I was just about to take over, but I'm so glad you're back. There we go.
I think I must just make you co-host anyway. Let's just say from current slide. Just give me a second. Let me just make Kim the co-host as well. Okay, awesome. So what I was saying is that he started in 2008 focusing his research on stem cell research, because that's what everything started in the whole world. Everybody was started getting really excited about stem cells. And his recent patent took 10 years and 4.5 million to bring to market. So this is not just, quick fix kind of thing. It's really something that is big and has been researched awesomely. Right, let's go to the next one. Just want to change my screen a little bit. Okay, so how a patent works, I never knew all these things, but you cannot just take out a patent. You have to prove everything that you are claiming, and it has to be proven by clinical trials and everything. So just look at what this patent says. It says it's an embodiment. These embodiments as a result of elevating the copper peptides in your body, including the activation of your stem cells, improvement of energy, elevations of the antioxidants, where is it now? Reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, improved wound healing. These are quite serious claims to make, you know, and knowing that these things have been proven by clinical trials, and that's why they gave him the patent. That's really awesome. And what's cool about this patent is that we still have 16 years left, because patent is 20 years. We still have 16 years left when nobody else can sell these products, can make these products, and that is really, really awesome. So why are we talking about the X39 stem cell activation patch? How stem cells work, I never knew this, is that your whole body is full of stem cells, but stem cells isn't allocated to anything specific. So it lies there in your body, and let's say you get a cut on your skin, then those stem cells rush to where the cut is, and it becomes skin cells, and it starts the healing process. But if you've got a problem in your liver, it rushes to your liver and it makes new liver cells. So you actually get young new cells, and that's so exciting. But what I didn't know, well, I knew nothing of this, but by the age of 30, half of your stem cells are already inactive. And by the age of 60, you've lost almost all your stem cell activity. And that is why the older you get, the easier you feel bad, you heal slower, you just feel not so young and energetic, because your cells actually get older. All right. And this is where the exciting part is of the stem cell research. So how does X39 work, this patch? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It works with light. So it's the same as when you go out in sunlight and your body creates more vitamin D as the sunlight falls on your skin. Or like when babies, when they've got, they suffer from jaundice, they get put under lights. And these lights actually heal them. This kind of therapy, light therapy, has been around for thousands of years. We just didn't tap into it. So it's nanocrystal technology. It works with small little crystals of salt and sugar and amino acids. It reflects light to activate, so it uses your body's infrared light to activate. It's non-transdermal, which means that nothing that's in that patch goes into your body. You're not getting anybody else's stem cells. This just activates your own stem cells. There's no drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants. It's non-invasive. It's not like you're getting anything. There's no injection. There's nothing that goes into your body. So this is really, really exciting, a very alternative way of healing. So what is the benefits, some of the benefits of X39? You will start experiencing increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy, more energy and vitality, mental clarity, restored muscle and skeletal conditions, improvement of sleep, improved skin appearance, and you will achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But we just have to mention here that Lifewave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. So we cannot go out there and claim to heal cancer or claim to do anything like that. But what we can claim is that the copper peptides in your body will be increased, your stem cells will be activated, and once that happens, your body will start healing itself. We do not know which part of your body will start healing first. You might think that your shoulder is painful, you want to heal your shoulder. In the meantime, those stem cells are so clever, they know to go to your heart or your liver or your knee or whatever. And that's actually very interesting to see what happens in whose body, because we are not robots, we are people, and we are unique and special. So this is very, very exciting. This is a result of this topography map that was done on a 77-year-old woman. There were many of these done, but this is now specifically hers. And this was done before the X39 was placed on the back of her neck. So you can see in session 1, this is how her brain looked. You can see the yellow and red and orange. This is inflammation, sign of inflammation in the brain. And she had a lack of brain coherence. But then they put the X39 on her back. That's all that changed. And by session 2, which was 3 weeks on the X39, she had no more inflammation in her brain, as you can see there. And she had improved brain coherence. And by session 3, week 6, She had a complete turnaround, better brain coherence. And what's exciting is that the brain remained calm after wearing the patch for 6 weeks. So when I saw this the first time, I was like, I phoned my sister and I said, did you see that? Did you know about this? It's so exciting that you can actually see it on brain tests. Really awesome. So what is the benefits of the long-term results of X39? Now you can see these case studies on this website. This is itinfo.com. We'll talk about that later again. But what happens, and this is proven, within the first few days, 4,000 of your genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. And people think collagen is about, wrinkles and things like that. But every part of your body needs collagen. Your skin, your joints, your organs, everything needs collagen. And we have amazing stories of people with hair starting to grow, gray hair starting to come out black, things like that. Is really amazing. And this is life-changing. Within 6 months, your heart reverses in age, and they've got it on test up to 8 years. This is huge. Okay, so this is why we're saying it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. So you actually get younger because you get younger cells. This is really exciting. So how do you wear your patch? You've got this little patch. I'll show you. It comes in an envelope like this. I don't have my patch with me. I don't have an open one with me now. Anyway, so you've got this little patch about that size, and you wear your patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. Then you throw the patch away, and a lot of people would take that patch, not throw it away immediately, but put it on their spouse or their animals and even plants, and we get amazing results. But ideally, you would throw the patch away, you would start a new patch after 12 hours, and you repeat that every day. So one of these envelopes that you get 30 patches in there, so it's for a month. And you can wear more than one patch at a time. Now, not more than one X39 or one of the eons. So let me just explain this. Before 2020, in 2020, the X39 stem cell patch came on the market. But before that, there's about 10 other patches. So those patches were working with energy and hormones and pain and inflammation. So you can use those patches with your X39 patch, but your X39 patch is the most important patch because that actually took over a lot of the jobs of the other patches. But you can still wear the patches together. You're going to drink a lot of water and electrolytes because that helps your patches to work even better. And so X39 is very sophisticated, but it's extremely simple to explain and to use. It's so easy. You just open the patch, you put it on your back. A child can do it. Very, very easy. You don't have to know a lot. You can just put it on your back, on your body, and it will start working. So let's stop sharing a little bit, and let's talk a bit and share some testimonies. Kim, maybe you can tell your story there. I've got a story to tell as well, but I think let's just get into it, so it's not just me speaking.
Yes, so I'll tell my story and my testimonials will come through. So how did I get into Lifewave? Obviously, my name's Kim Knight. I'm an entrepreneur coach, and that's what I do. And I was doing one of my courses, and Amanda was attending, and she's attended a few times, and we've known each other for quite a while now through networking. And she was very excited. She said, there's something new that she's gotten into. And after the course, we chatted. And I mean, I have to say that I had a feeling it had something to do with multi-level marketing, because I know she's brilliant at multi-level marketing. But I thought, I'm really not interested in that. But because it's Amanda, I'm going to listen. And I'm quite excited because she was really excited about this. So anyway, we chatted one Wednesday evening, and she was just gushing over about these patches and the healing that was taking place, and this person and that person and this dog and that dog. It was just like, I just let her talk, to be quite honest. I just let her go. And I thought, I was actually getting hot. When I get excited about something, I kind of start heating up because my brain starts thinking, oh, I'm quite interested in this. So I said, send the links. She sent me some links, 3 links. I watched the 3 videos, which I'll share with you later, Laz. And I was sold. That was it. I didn't care about the business. I didn't care what it took. I didn't care that I didn't understand it. I just knew instinctively this is the way, for me, healing needs to go. and something spiritual as well, getting off pharmaceuticals and self-healing. I just knew that this is what I've kind of been looking for. You know, when you're looking for something, but you're not sure exactly what it is, this was it. So that was it. I already started talking about the product before I had even signed up. I then signed up, got my patches, and there wasn't, luckily, I suppose, touch wood, there wasn't too much wrong with me. So I wasn't really expecting any results. I just thought I need to patch. I want to get younger anyway. But within a week, it was quite incredible because Amanda didn't know this, but I've always had problems with breathing in my nose. To me, it's not a problem anymore because I'm just so used to it. But as a kid, I suffered from very severe nosebleeds that my dad had to rush me to hospital because my nose just wouldn't stop bleeding. I mean, for hours on end. And I went through a lot of cauterization. So obviously it messed up with my nose a little bit. So I think my nasal passages are a little bit messed up. And about after the third day, I was sitting on my bed, I'll never forget, and it was almost like there was a switch. There was like a switch, and all of a sudden I could feel the air moving between my two nostrils. And then I realized, oh, this is what it's like to breathe normally. So that has maintained. My fingers were actually a little bit achy. Maybe that was inflammation. That's definitely improved. Definitely sleep improvement and clarity of focus. I think for the big one for me is clarity of focus, no brain fog. And even when you're tired, you still have energy. It's the most interesting thing, very energetic. But I think one of the most exciting testimonials for me is everyone. If you know me, I'm a dog lover, an animal lover, but specifically dogs. Laz, I don't know if you have animals, but my two furry babies, I started patching them as well. And my one little boy, he's 14 and a half, so he's in very good condition, but getting slower and that kind of thing. And my neighbor sometimes walks him, and she said she just cannot believe the difference in him. He's jumping up on the chair again. He's jumping into the car. She said he's now taking her for a walk instead of the other way around. So, and what I love about that is animals don't know that they've got something on their body. They don't know if someone argues, well, this is the placebo effect. They don't know anything about that. So really exciting testimonials. And I mean, I can go on and on about people a friend that I've patched and other people that we know, but I'm going to leave it to Amanda for maybe another story. But also quickly, Amanda, I know we can go on and on, but with regards to the business, I truly did not know a thing when I got into this. I just jumped in with both feet in. I want this. I want to do this. I'm excited about helping people heal themselves and learned the business along the way. And I have to say, without knowing anything about it, as Michael said in the beginning, he wasn't interested in the business at all until he found out. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. It's just the hope, and it's changed my life. It's also, you learn a lot about yourself when you're in this kind of business. But when you start seeing the dollars come through on your back office, and you don't even know where the money's coming from, just because it's absolutely amazing. And Laz, as a South African and everyone else watching this, there's nothing better than earning dollars. I've always wanted to earn dollars. I have here and there. But this is something that I've actually dreamt of and is happening now. So that's really like a bonus for me, the business and the health.
I just want to pick up on something that you said and that Michael also said about looking at just seeing then that there's dollars, you don't know where it come from. But then Michael also saying the back office, he's never seen anything like that. And what I love is that you can, even though you're saying, I don't know where the money came from, you can see exactly where it came from. I love that, and I'm watching it, I say, okay, I've got so many points. If I get that many more points, I'm going to get a $50. And then I see, okay, it happened. And then I can go back and I see, oh, that person ordered, or somebody ordered. And that's what I love. It's not just what you do. It's really the whole team what everybody is doing is helping everybody. And I really love that. And I was saying to Heinrich Mabi today, I said, you know, I absolutely love helping the people in the team, seeing, you know, I want to help people with their bodies and health, but I come from a background of not having money. So I know how it feels not to have money, and now being in the position to help people to grow and to see. I get so excited when I see they've got their first cycle bonus. They earned $50, and I phoned Corinne just now, and I said, Corinne, you earned $160 already. You know, I'm so excited. It's a blessing being able to do that and making that difference in people's lives. So yeah, I just love that. But I want to tell you a story. So today we went to we were looking at a farm for my sister. They're wanting to buy a farm. So we went out to wilderness, and now I know I'm going to meet new people. So what do? I put I already went for my bath. So this is my bathroom, my bath clothes already, my pajamas in the background. But anyway, so I had my patch on here. Okay, because I want to do business and I want to help people. So I wear my patch where people can see it, you know. So we started talking, and then we were waiting for my sister and them. So it was the 3 estate agents, and we were waiting for my sister. And I said, oh, by the way, the one lady, she my face looks familiar. And I said, yeah, probably from my other business. And I said, but you know what I do now? Have you ever seen these patches? Do you know anything about stem cell patches? No, they didn't know anything. And I started telling them about it. And of course, you know, almost everybody's got problems. People are in pain. People have problems. And the one lady says, I have to talk to you. I have to talk to you. But now we're going looking at the farm. And then we started talking. And she said a few years ago in Paris, she fell somewhere and she actually cut her muscle on the leg. And it's like it's got a little hole dent in it. And she's been in pain for years with this leg. And I've learned to patch people. I don't just give patches away, but if I'm in that situation, I will patch people, especially people with pain. And I said to her, let's just go into the house. Can I patch you? And I put the patch, Laz, we've got the pain patches, the Icewave patches. We work with 2 patches, a brown one and a white one. And I put the brown patch on a leg. It's like in the middle of a upper leg. I said, where's the worst pain? I put it there. And I said, where does the pain, how far does the pain go up? And she said, it's almost to her hip. And I put the white patch on the hip. Now, what you can do, you move it around the pain. But this was the first space that I put it. She said, there's something happening. And she says, it feels like when you're doing acupuncture at the physio, it's like a little tingling. And she said, it's getting hot. And I said, like, okay, this is cool. And she's like, her eyes just grew. I'm like, what's going on here? It's actually, something's actually happening. Now, I'm talking about 10 seconds, 20 seconds, which is crazy, you know. And I said, okay, so yeah, I could get dressed again. And she says, you know what, my toes are tingling. I've got pins and needles in my feet. I mean, guys, this doesn't make sense, but it's amazing. It's amazing what happened. But what surprised me is that she told me earlier on that she's got a lot of headaches and sinus. But now we were actually talking about the leg, and I patched the leg with an Icewave. And when we got back into the wilderness, she said, the strangest thing is happening. She's got a funny smell in her nose. It's like it's affecting her sinuses. So it doesn't make sense. Much of this doesn't make sense, but I'm so excited. And then, you know, she just said, you know what, God sent you to me today. And it was just a blessing, you know. And she said to her husband, I'm going to start in this business, because I told her there's a business opportunity, a lucrative business opportunity. And I'm just excited. It's the most amazing thing, seeing these results. Now, not everybody loves, not everybody gets instantaneous results. We call it one patch wonders. We need to tell people as well that it takes, David Smith said, we should give it a 3-month protocol, a 90-day protocol, to give these products time to work in your body. Because, I mean, it's one thing if you've got a headache, but it's something else if you've got something like fibromyalgia or MS or something like that. You know, things that you've been struggling with for 20 years. You can't expect one patch to just fix it like that. But if you start understanding how these patches work, and you realize you've got to give it time for the healing process to begin, and you give it that time, it's amazing what happens. So I just love that. Yeah. I actually spoke to a lady last night, and that's what on the business part, you know, it's relatively young in South Africa, let's say 2 years in South Africa, but people are already knowing about it. And yesterday, a lady sent me a message and she said, Amanda, I saw you on the Zoom calls. Now, we've known her, my husband has known her for many, many years. And I've been saying to him, we should call Erika. We're not great friends, but because I knew she became paralyzed and I know she had some problem in the end. Last night she told me she's got MS and she's got transversus myelitis. But anyway, so she's basically paralyzed. And somebody else told her about the patches, and she says her asthma, she's been on it for 6 weeks. She says her asthma is dramatically better. She's not getting this muscle cramps anymore. And that's 6 weeks with such a serious problem. But what I want to say is there are people out there that need help. And it's up to us to get to them as quickly as possible, because if we don't, other people are going to get to them before we do. So that's my story.
Thanks, Amanda.
Okay.
And we'll get back to the presentation. And Les, these stories seem too good to be true, but I'm telling you, it's incredible. It happens daily, these stories. Okay,
Yeah,
Amanda, one more slide.
Okay, so basically I can just go back and say, Les, you can take a picture of this or just write it down. This is info.com, but I'm sure Michael will also give it to you when we're finished. This is where you can get lots of information, stories with doctors giving their stories, and you can get my English is gone now, all the clinical tests, and there's huge amount of information, testimonies. I got convinced by testimony of a lady with Alzheimer's, because my mom's got Alzheimer's. And when I saw what happened to this lady, I just thought, you know what, how can I not say that this is the truth? Because as you were saying, Kim, it's like animals. Nobody can tell them, you know, they don't know what's on their bodies. And this lady with the Alzheimer's was, I mean, you could see she was out of it, and seeing her improvement, it was just amazing. Okay, so this is where you can find on thisisit.info.com. You get the testimonies, and I'm going to give it over to Kim now. I've already going to zip my lips now. It's up to Kim now.
Thanks, Amanda. Fantastic. So, lads and everyone watching as well, as I said, I knew absolutely nothing about Lifewave when I heard about it in May, only in the middle of May this year. So I'm just learning, and it's fantastic to know that, as Amanda and Michael said, it's a 20-year company. So it went from 20 million in 2021, 320 million in 2022. I mean, that's crazy. And 430 million in 2023. Just look at that. I mean, it's just accelerated, and we're almost at 600 million now. And part of that is because over COVID, the X39 was there, and people wanted a different solution to their health, and then it just took off by storm. We open in fact, I think it's over 80 countries now. And I think because I'm not an MLM person, or I've never done it before, what I really, really loved about this when I started knowing about the company is it's not Lifewave is not a Me Too product like many multi-level marketing companies. And not to say that those companies are not good, they are. Amanda knows that. But what I mean is one company may do weight loss products, skincare, CBD, supplements, all of that kind of thing, but many of them do. So there's a lot of competition between those companies. And then eventually, if someone doesn't have money, they're just going to go to Dischem or Clicks or something and buy those products. Whereas that's it. We're the only ones with the patches. No one else is allowed to copy them or sell them. And I think that is, and we've still got that for 16 years. So this is just like an opportunity waiting to happen, or is already happening. Thanks, Amanda. Yes, another thing that I didn't know, that they actually have businessforhome.org rates all the MLM companies in the world, which is amazing. I think there's maybe over 120 on the site, and I'm very proud to say that we ranked number 1, and I think it took us 3 years or so to get there, which is unheard of. And in the multi-level marketing space, we're actually known as the darlings of multi-level marketing at the moment. Everyone's talking about it. So I love this slide. You know, Amanda and everyone on here, whenever I see this, I really get reflective because you know, we've only got one chance to live our lives. And like, what is most important in your life? I always ask, what is most important in my life? Is it family, time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt, or maybe a combination of all of them? You know, we know someone in our team where it was debt. She had a lot of debt due to COVID. She's now debt free. She's flying. In fact, she is flying off to Texas. Molly's flying off to Texas and then off to Morocco. So it really, really can happen. It just depends on what do you want. Michael came in for his health, but now he's interested in the lucrative business opportunity, which will then offer everything else to you. So the compensation plan, this is the exciting thing. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because it can get quite complicated. So just very simply, what I want to share with you is there is a very lucrative compensation plan. From what I'm hearing, but also from what I can see of what's happening to me in my business, is that I don't think there's another compensation plan like this out there. The company really looks after you and compensates you for letting people know that there's an alternative solution to your health. So there are 4 ways that you can earn in this business opportunity. The first is the normal, where you can sell the product. You also earn when you sign up brand partners. But then what I love is that there are 2 other ways that you can earn. And we call this the team commission. So one thing I really wanted when I got into the business was to build a team, because I know that everything is about teamwork, but like a really good team. And all you need here, there's no like 10 legs or whatever. You've just got 2 legs, your left team and your right team. You bring 2 people in on the left, 2 people in on the right, and your team can start flying. And then what I love is, and Amanda is amazing at this, is growing your team, nurturing your team. And it's through your upline. So Amanda's my upline, that you start learning about the business and how to maneuver things, learning about the back office. Michael messages me, asks me a question. I can't wait to actually help because I know some information. So when you build this team, you know, everything that anyone in your team, whatever they're doing, helps you. So as they buy products, sign up clients, whatever it is, we get volume points, and those volume points add up. And then as they add up, we get what we call a cycle bonus. But Michael will explain that more to you if you after the show or after the webinar. And the 4th way is, which is incredible because this is happening to me now. I'm getting matching bonuses. So what the company wants to do is really to compensate you and say thank you for supporting your team. Thank you for teaching them what to do and that kind of thing. So just very simply, what happens, for example, let's say, so Michael is my first line. I signed up Michael, he's my first line. So let's say Michael starts earning and he brings in $1,000 this week. Okay. Now what the company says is, Kim, thank you for bringing Michael in. Thank you for showing him the ropes. We're giving you 25% of $1,000, which is $250, but not of Michael's money. Michael gets his 1,000 that he's owed. The company actually matches that just to say thank you. And so it goes down. Your second line, you get 20%, and not just of Michael. So everyone that Michael brings in, everyone in his team, you also benefit from that. So it's just like a spider web of endless opportunity. That's how I see it. And it just keeps on growing. And then that happens with your second and third line as well. So how do you get started, or where do you start? We have 3 main enrollment kits or registering kits: the core, the advanced, and the premium. And they're different, different levels, different prices. And for example, the core is $295, and then you get 3 sleeves. So you're actually getting the business for nothing, because you're getting 3 sleeves, which would cost that anyway, at wholesale price and not retail. But then you've got a foot in the business, and immediately what I loved, Amanda, is the moment you sign up is the moment you get your website and the moment you can start doing business. So I think my first brand partner I signed up within the week. You know, you don't have to wait, and you don't pay anything extra for your website or anything. Then you get the advanced, which I like. I like the advanced because you get sleeves for yourself, for your husband, for your pets, and you can share with people around you. But then the premium is really for people who are, you know, we know some pharmacies that use the product and are doing amazingly well in Durban. Chiropractors, physiotherapists, holistic practitioners, they need a lot of product, so they would actually go for that. Two important websites, Laz, we've already mentioned. This is at info.com. We've got a lot of medical people that are in Lifewave, and they always like to do the research because, of course, they know a lot about the medical. So they go in there, they look at the case studies, the clinical trials, all the information about X39, anything you want to know about David Smith, etc. You go into this is at info.com. Laz, I also want to suggest, and anyone else watching this webinar, the first 3 videos on that site are amazing. Those are the ones I watched and I was sold after that. And then I went to the testimonials, and I didn't sleep that night because I was going from one testimonial to the next, thinking of all the people with those ailments that I could send the testimonials to, you know, to help them. And then this is it team.com. We part of it, the This Is It team, which is an amazing team in Steve and Gina Merritt in the States. But they've created a website that helps us to learn anything we need to know about business. I haven't even touched on the surface of the site yet. I mean, there's just so much amazing, but very also simplistic information on how to grow your business. Thanks, Amanda. So this is now the time to make your move, you know, like, are you serious about your dream? What is your dream and how serious are you? Because this is really hope for the future. It's just something incredible, and it works. It's I think the most amazing thing about X39 is that it really works. Sometimes it's almost too impossible to imagine, even when it's happening to you, but it really works. So the best thing to do is, like Michael did, is just get started with X39. So if you're interested in making a move, this is your time to make the move. And I just want to show that last slide, Amanda.
Sorry, that is the last slide. I don't know which one.
Okay, not a problem. I was just thinking, I just wanted to show Laz, like, one of the conventions that we were on, or no, I haven't been on yet, but it's just huge. You know, we have conventions all the time. But Laz, so what I wanted to say is that, you know, if you're interested, if you want to know more, which I'm sure you are, especially in the field that you're in, just get back to Michael. Michael will contact you, and anything you need to know, Michael will support you with. If Michael can't help you, myself and Amanda are there to guide you. We're a team. I mean, we're not just saying it, it really is true. And as you can see, we're international. So my team is in the UK, in the States. Amanda, you've got people in Australia. I think we're growing to a whole lot of other countries as well now that could be coming on board quite soon. So we are international.
I have to say, I love that, the fact that it's so easy to sign up somebody in another country. And that's what I want to do, because in other countries, this is really cheap. For them, it's like a no-brainer. $100 for something healing you, it's nothing. In other countries, that's really nothing. So I love that. Now we're just going to share something about what your goal is. And one of the questions there is freedom, or what of that they mentioned. And for me, it's freedom of choice. And my mom is sick at the moment. And to me, it is the most amazing thing. I don't have to ask a boss if I've got leave left, if I may take holiday, when can I go? I organized my things and I'm going. And I'm taking my computer with me, but I'm taking my phone with me. As long as I've got my phone with me and I've got a patch on my, you know, on my body, and I've got a mouth, I can do my business. And it's really, really awesome. Really awesome. I'm just going to stop the recording and then we can continue just informally with questions and so on. Okay. Thank you,
Thanks,
everybody.
Amanda.